Aesop's Fables. Aesop's Fables refers to a collection of stories from ancient Greece. So, who is Aesop and what is a fable? Well, let's talk about fables first. A fable is a special type of story. There are three general characteristics of a fable. Firstly, fables usually are stories about animals. In fables, the animals can talk and think just like humans. Secondly, fables are usually very short stories. Most fables are only 2 or 3 paragraphs long. And thirdly, fables usually teach us something about how to live our lives. Most fables have a moral at the end. The moral tells us what the story means and what we can learn from it. When you read the moral of a fable, it's important to remember that you don't have to agree with it. Many people have different opinions, and also modern people think differently than ancient people. So, you must think about the moral carefully before you decide whether you agree or disagree with it. Sometimes you will agree with the moral, and sometimes you will disagree with it. Next, who was Aesop? According to legend, Aesop was the person who created all of these fables. Why do I say according to legend? Because no one is sure whether Aesop was a real person or not. Some people think that the fables were created by many different authors and were collected together over time into one book. And they think that Aesop was just a name given to this collection of stories, like Mother Goose is to English nursery rhymes, or Scheherazade is to Arabian Nights. If you don't know Mother Goose or Scheherazade, you can look them up. They were both believed to be famous storytellers, but they were not real people. However, other people believe that Aesop was a real person, and maybe he was. We can never know for sure. According to the legend, Aesop was born in ancient Greece in 620 BC. BC stands for before Christ. According to the Christian calendar, Jesus Christ was born in the year 1. So 620 BC is 620 years before the year 1. Aesop was born as a slave. A slave is someone who is owned by someone else and has to work for them. Nowadays, we think that slavery is bad, but it was very common in the ancient world. According to legend, Aesop was very ugly. But although he was not handsome, he was clever. He could create very interesting stories, and people used to travel very far to listen to his stories. Because Aesop's stories were so popular, many people wanted him as their slave. He was sold to different masters, but eventually he was given his freedom. As a free man, Aesop became involved in politics. Politics means the activity of deciding the government. For example, deciding who the leaders of the country will be, or deciding what the laws of the country will be. Many great rulers and kings came to Aesop to ask for his advice, but Aesop would never give them his advice directly. Instead, Aesop would tell them a short story, a fable, and the kings and rulers would have to decide for themselves what the lesson of the fable was. However, one day in the Greek town of Delphi, Aesop was asked for his advice, and he told a fable that made the people very angry. We do not know which particular fable Aesop told on that day, but whatever it was, the people of the town got so angry that they killed Aesop. And so the life of Aesop came to an end. But the people of Greece still remembered his fables. And many years later, we still remember these fables. You probably know many of Aesop's fables already. Do you know the story of the race between the turtle and the rabbit? Or the story of the boy who said he saw a wolf? Or the story of the ant and the grasshopper? The lion and the mouse? The town mouse and the country mouse? The fox and the grapes? The goose and the golden eggs? These stories and many more are Aesop's fables.